What if the real reason you're stuck isn't that you're missing a skill, but instead you're missing out on something that's grounding you? Recently, I walked through an exercise for life design. This exercise involved mapping times when you felt most alive and aligned, like standing barefoot on a beach, listening to the waves crash all around you. Your life design is a personal map of roles, story patterns, and symbols grounded in emotional triggers that guide you to create a plan based on who you are and not who you're expected to be. What a better place to start when outlining your core beliefs. Hi, I'm Lee Drozak, and today we are exploring the true foundation behind every successful business. Let's get into it. Core beliefs allow you to stay anchored in your life choices because when you know what you stand for, it's a lot easier to stop chasing what doesn't fit. Your core beliefs are the value system of non negotiables, lines not to cross that keep you filtered. The foundation that will support you no matter whatever you are building. Over time, I let things get in the way, not with my values, but with my boundaries that protected them. It's not as bad as it sounds, but it does throw you off your game of the little things that you are trying to have while building a business that meets you where you are in your life. When that foundation is shaky, the whole house can begin to crumble. That's why creating core beliefs is step one, and the making of a system to protect them is just as important. This isn't about what you think others want from you or following beliefs that have been instilled with you from when you were young, but part of what is your core now. What is important to you? Defining what matters most and that you can live with and be happy. For me, it's accepting the different parts of everyone, simplicity and giving my needs priority. There is more, but these pieces are what I chose to build on. Without them, you will be drifting in the land of uncertainty and unbalance. You'll always be playing a game of catch up instead of crossing the finish line. Why someone else's beliefs won't work for you is simple. If you're following someone else's rules, you're always going to be stuck because they're not us and they don't follow what's important to our inner being. Some of us may value excitement and adventure, while others bank on peace and tranquility. Instead of following a quiet power strategy that grinds you, you're all hustle, scale, and that makes you exhausted. Or maybe you're like me, where you thrive in exploration and adventure, but you need a calm space where creativity can thrive. Rigid and chaos will not be your friend in that case. This is why proven systems don't work. Personal alignment must come first. When I did my own life design with the help of ChatGPT, of course, it showed that I'm an evolver, that I desire reinvention. Talk about spot on. I come alive when I get to explore, build, create, and experience things. I thrive in beaches, outdoor spaces, festivals, and then sometimes in calm, moments filled with possibility. Milestones are a good measure, but they are not the end goal. That realization helped me to rethink my core business values because without balance, you're always fighting against yourself. So today I wanted to share the beliefs that I chose to guide my decisions my offers, and my strategies. And that has helped to guide the direction of the Digital Navigator HQ. Now, I'm not giving you these so that you can follow the same blueprint as me. I just hope that maybe they'll inspire you to create your own list too. My core beliefs are not some new revolutionary value that I magically created by scraping the web. They're a reflection of the most important parts of my life, years in the making, so to speak. Striving to be the best version of the life that I am currently leading. So let's talk about them. The first is clarity over chaos. I used to thrive in chaos, maybe because it was the stage of life that I was in, or because I didn't know any better. Pushing forward, no matter what life threw at me, was how I operated. But as I got older and wiser, it became more about listening and pausing before taking that push harder, taking a minute, a breath, a beat. I now value peace, calm, minimalism. I need clear actions, not frantic motion. My second is simplicity over scale. Bigger isn't always better. Too many moving parts and pieces sometimes complicate the life that I want. I used to think that more was better, but more is just more. I tried complicated funnels, 20-step plans, laundry lists of to-do items, but that doesn't build for impact. It just is the optics of being busy. Now it's slow and steady, building in between, spending time on what matters most. Minimalism is my middle name, not doing without, but doing with intention in every way. Useful over shiny. Trendy has never been my goal. Give me a solid process and a clear strategy, and I am all in. Why? Because that's what works for me. For me, I need to navigate by my gut, not by some external trends or flashy wins. So keep your TikTok trends and your scramble for a million views. I'll take what's useful, reliable, and proven every time. Flexibility and freedom. When my kids were in school, I worked full time. Every day felt like get up at 5:30, running nonstop until nearly midnight. When things become too rigid, I feel stifled, like I'm just going through the motions with no real experiences and no space to breathe. It's that like tight, claustrophobic feeling. And it's not just physical spaces. Mentally, I thrive when I can break out of the box, follow unexpected paths, and explore different ways of thinking to reach new goals. Flexibility isn't about being scattered or unfocused. It's about having the freedom to pivot, adjust, and change what's meaningful, not just what's expected. Without that, I'm not just boxed in, I'm boxed out of my own creativity and drive. Number five, boundaries create ease. How many times did I let others define my breaking point? No wasn't a big word in my vocabulary. I'd feel guilty if I didn't put everyone else's needs before mine. My husband, though, total opposite. It used to bother me how he could say no without worrying if he would upset someone, or he would refuse to rearrange his plans just to help someone else. And then I realized he was putting his own oxygen mask on first. Now, my boundaries are sacred, just like his. They allow me to stay balanced and to show up fully. Boundaries to me are like wide beaches, open gardens, laid back coffee shops, spaces with room to breathe, reflect, and just be. Everything is testable. My favorite part of any road trip is when I take a random side road or pull over at a stop that wasn't on the original plan. That little detour or unexpected twist is where discoveries happen best. Life for me has always been an evolving journey, not some rigid itinerary. I've always been an early adopter, not because I'm chasing these new and shiny things, but because curiosity pulls me forward. Fear doesn't drive my decisions, curiosity does. That mindset helps me see possibilities where others might see roadblocks and explore new ways of thinking about old problems. I don't marry ideas, I test them. I try them on for size, like trying on an outfit or a new pair of shoes. If it fits, great. If not, let's find another alternative. What works stays. It becomes part of how I operate, part of my toolkit. What doesn't, it still has value because it teaches me something. It shows me what doesn't fit, what doesn't serve, or where we might go next. In business, in life, in creativity, everything is testable. You don't have to commit before you explore. You must stay curious enough to take a side road when it shows up. And then finally, number 7, and my most important one, if it doesn't energize me, it is a hard pass. I have tons of playlists and stations on my music app, but if a song comes on that I'm just not into or feeling, I don't hesitate to skip it. It's the same with anything in life that drains you. If it's not a fit, out it goes. And when I say energize, I don't mean like bouncing off the walls like the energized bunny, keep going and going. I mean it in a deeper sense, creating space, sparking ideas, opening up to possibilities, even if it's just a tiny what if whisper. Energy is my currency now, and I protect it with my whole being. Because here's the truth: when I guard my energy, I can show up more fully for myself, for the people that I care about, and for the work that actually matters. Yeah, if it doesn't light me up or help me expand, it is a hard path. Your beliefs aren't just fluffy words to jot down or hang on a wall. They're foundation, the framework for how you build everything that matters. And if you haven't defined your core beliefs yet, start here. Where do I feel the most alive? Where do I feel the most me? What drains me and what fuels me? And if this has been helpful, don't forget to like or subscribe or even leave a comment to let me know, what are your non-negotiable core beliefs? And are you setting the boundaries to make sure that they stay in place? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.